When we deal with other people that are disobedient to us, it's very difficult. If we're trying to get somebody to be obedient, and I'm going to appeal to you parents here, because you realize this is a task of parenting. You have these children that, might walk away, might want to be disobedient. So you try a few things, right? You try to force them to be obedient. So you might say things like this, for example. We have a natural tendency to say things like this. You need to obey me because I am your parent. So you need to do what I say. And I think that's reasonable. As a parent, I look at my kids and say, that's reasonable. And if they say anything back to that, I kind of were like, well, I'm the parent. But then I got to think back to when I was a kid. Did that really work on me? If my mom or dad said, you need to do this because I said so, I'm your parent. It didn't really work that great. I might have listened here or there. You might also have the tendency to discipline or punish a child, which is reasonable, right? We discipline when they're doing something wrong to get them to do something right. Or you might have the tendency to promise a reward. If you are a good boy or girl, you'll get this, right? We've all tried these things, and I think they're biblically based, but they're also something that has worked to some degree with parenting. Any of these three things would work, but I want to suggest a fourth, which I believe that the Bible suggests, and it's finding a way to inspire those children to obey what they're supposed to do. And I'm just going to give you some parenting tips right now. This is not totally where the sermon's going, but I just want to remind you as a parent, if you are struggling, some of the things that you can do to inspire your child is, first of all, remind them that obedience in any form pleases the Lord. So obedience, and this is something you're going to take with you through your whole life. If you're going to work right now and you're wondering if I should obey my boss or not, if they're not asking you to do anything sinful, of course, but yeah, obedience in any form is pleasing to the Lord. So you can inspire your child, hey, you know what? You might not like me right now. You might be rebellious against me, but obedience in any form pleases the Lord. The second thing you might want to remind them is that obedience reaps a blessing. You ever read the book of Proverbs? We see that throughout Proverbs, right? Obedience, doing what you're supposed to do, reaps a blessing. You might also want to remind them that other people will know that they love God when they're obedient. It's a testimony issue. If your child is a Christian, if they believe in Jesus Christ as their Savior, you might appeal to inspire them by saying, hey, listen, what's your Christian testimony look like? If you invite friends over and you talk back to your mom and dad or don't listen to your mom and dad, what type of testimony are you putting out for your friends? And then also, you might want to inspire them by using words of encouragement to build them up. With the help of God, you can do this. You can obey in this area. You can help.